Save big on all your back-to-school needs. All in the Baker's app. Get tender USDA Choice untrimmed beef brisket for $2.99 per pound, limit 2. Then get 10 for $10 during our sale on items like Lay's Stacks, Rice-A-Roni, and Sparkling Ice Sparkling Water, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger today, or tap the screen now to download the Baker's app to save big today. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Dana and Jess in the morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let's get started.
Good morning.
I listen every morning.
103.3 KFR.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. Still confused about the fact that it's August already.
Exactly.
Can't deal with it. Weather-wise, perfect.
Yes.
Sunny and breezy with a high of 78. I can't speak for everyone listening, but I know Jess and I love it when it's in the upper 70s, lower 80s, especially with a breeze.
Yes, and it's still summer, so can we please have summer weather and no rain? Every day has been rain.
I think the worst part about how weather's been going for us in Southwest Michigan over the last few years is we get very little spring and very little fall. It's like hot until it's cold.
Yes.
Yeah. I just
no real transition.
Can we just ease into this?
Yeah.
All right, coming up on the show this morning, we have this question.
What is the thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems crazy now?
Oh, man. I feel like my list is too long. And
Yeah.
And what if some of my answers would make people go, no, that was never normal.
Yeah.
Your parents are crazy.
Yeah.
Well, give a short answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. We'll be reading those answers in the 7 o'clock hour. Also, with Wednesday Wisdom today, scientists are predicting a massive earthquake that could get Southwest Michigan underwater.
Oh, we just said no rain, no more water,
Now, I'm not
no
saying
flooding,
that,
no
they're
nothing,
not predicting
please.
it for like right now.
Okay.
Because that's the way when it comes to that whole earthquake business, when they do predictions, it's like sometime in the next 50 years.
Right.
But this is a doozy. We'll talk about that. And also, speaking of doozies, Florida Woman Wednesday.
Always a doozy.
I wonder what's in the bag labeled bag of drugs, Florida woman. Yeah, we're going to find out coming up later. All right, so Jess, what do you say we do a show and stuff?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Happy Wednesday.
3.3.
WKFR FM and WKFR FM HD1.
A Town Square Media Station.
103.3 KFR. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Dana and Jess on a Wednesday, and it's time to look down at Florida and go, Florida, come on.
It's Florida Woman Wednesday. You can't make it up.
Florida woman arrested with bag of drugs. The Florida woman was recently arrested after police found a bag labeled bag of drugs in her possession. The suspect was a passenger in a car that was pulled over for a seatbelt violation. Her bag labeled bag of drugs contained various narcotics. Riley is facing felony charges and is currently in a Florida county lockup.
I do love me a label maker, but listen, sometimes you can go too far with that. I'm not making this up. I did the research when I saw this story. I could find no laws in any of the United States of America against stupidity.
Wow.
I do feel like in Florida there should be a law that's on top of you breaking the law, that you've broken a law in such a stupid way. Like it doubles your sentence or something.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. They should definitely think about that.
I mean, some of this, wow. The closest thing I could find was a New Mexico law that prevents, quote, idiots from voting. Which, by the way, that one alarms me a little bit because who decides who's an idiot?
Yeah.
And so
Could you imagine?
I don't know how enforceable that is.
Yeah, gosh.
But
okay.
I'm both on board and not at all on board at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Florida, once again, thanks for being you. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question.
What is the thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems crazy now?
Give a short answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. But let's start with you, Jess.
Letting us watch horror movies at a very early age.
Oh, my God, right?
All of them. They're
Okay.
just like, sit down. I think they let us have a beer and a smoke, too, while we watched.
Is there any
terrifying
scary
movies.
movie that immediately pops into your head that maybe traumatized you when you were younger?
The Exorcist.
Oh.
I still to this day,
Yeah.
and the special, I'll go watch it and I'm like, oh my gosh, these special effects and everything are so bad. But for whatever reason, it'll wake me up in the middle of the night just like thinking that some demon's going to be shaking my bed.
So many years of bad dreams because my parents would just watch movies like there was a movie called Hell Night. There's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I know I'm forgetting. Oh, Children of the Corn was the big one.
Yes, that was another one.
Why did they let me watch that?
No, I don't know. And as like classic as these movies are now,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, I guess I'm glad that I went and watched them,
But not when you're 8.
and then wonder why I'm waking up with nightmares,
Yeah.
right?
Darcy says, not knowing where I was, what I was doing, or how to get a hold of me from sun up to sundown. Man, that is
So
the way.
true.
As a kid, they're just like, they wanted you out of the house. They didn't
Yes.
care where you went. Get out.
Literally, yeah. They're just like, whatever. Show up tomorrow if you need to. It's all good. Luann says, sending me to the store for a pack of cigarettes as a child.
More than one person had that answer.
And the fact that somebody would actually sell it to
Yep.
us too, right?
So, what is a thing that your parents considered normal back in the day, but just seems crazy now? Jennifer says, just leaving the kids home alone
Yeah.
all the time. Same
Yeah.
here. I feel
Annette-
like I was babysitting my younger siblings.
we were.
When I was too young to be home alone.
Yeah. Right. You're like, somehow I'm the
Makes no
responsible
sense.
person here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Annette says getting information from and purchasing encyclopedia sets.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Those
Yeah.
were the days.
Uh-huh.
Door-to-door encyclopedia sales was a common thing
right.
back in the 80s.
Yeah, the door-to-door sales
Crazy.
too. Yeah.
All right, so what is the thing your parents considered normal back in the day, but it just seems crazy now? Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question,
What is the thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems crazy now?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app. For me, it was my dad just throwing all the kids in the back of a pickup truck for a road trip.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no seatbelts, no nothing, just...
In the constant, like if you had to slam on the brakes,
Yeah.
you're going to end up hitting the back window of the
gosh,
truck. If
yeah.
you're speeding up or going up a hill, you're just hanging on so you don't hit the tailgate too hard and fall out.
Or what about
All the time.
station wagons where they had it where you turned in the back seat, like the back seat was facing
Yeah, but at least
the back.
you're encased in a car.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
true.
little safer, but equally as uncomfortable.
Very true.
So how about you? What is the thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems completely crazy now?
Yeah, Tiffany says being dropped off at the mall for hours. Mm-hmm.
God, those were the
They
days.
kind of were. That was a good time where you could do that, get
Now
away.
you go to the mall, it's just crickets.
Yeah.
Stacy says, I'm an 80s baby. My parents smoked with me in the car with the windows up and the heat
Oh
blowing.
my gosh.
I also sat on a couple of phone books to see over the dashboard, and no, I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Right.
It's weird that I can say that I've been alive long enough to, in my younger years, be alive when the seatbelt thing was a option.
Right.
Not a law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jody says they let us roller skate on the cement around the in-ground pool.
That is how I broke my front teeth as a kid. It wasn't around a pool because I'm poor. It was in the
Right.
carport.
Still.
Because we couldn't even afford a garage, much less a pool.
Yeah.
And I was skating around on the concrete and broke my front teeth. Ouch.
Yikes.
I still think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Deborah says overload the car with 6 kids and 2 adults to go swimming. We all sat on the floor and in the open trunk. And by the way, now Deborah used the word truck. Right? No, she just
Open
said
trunk.
open trunk. Okay, because I was going to
So
say,
they sat in the
Deborah
trunk?
goes on to say that this was a VW Rabbit.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember those?
I I don't. I can imagine it, though. Any
Okay,
kind of like Volkswagen.
The
like,
VW Rabbit was the compact of compact cars.
Got you. Okay.
I mean, there was not a lot of room in there.
yeah, the Bug is like so small. So.
Well, the Rabbit's smaller than the Bug.
Oh, I
That's
can't
what I'm
even
saying.
imagine. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, wow. Deborah, that's crazy. All right, keep those answers coming in. What is a thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems crazy now? Tap that chat button on the KFR app with your answer.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality. Who says there's no such thing as a stupid question? Well, that was a stupid question. Here's Dana and Jess on 103.3 KFR.
We'll ask you a silly little question,
What is the thing that your parents considered normal back in the day that seems crazy now?
Give us your answer by tapping the chat button on the KFR app.
Mina says have company drop by regularly multiple times a week.
Can you imagine people coming to your home?
I can't. I don't even have time.
It's surprising to me that has been such a dramatic change over the years to the level that it just seems like a psychotic thing to do.
Yeah, but I think it was more because, like, people were staying home, taking care of the home, and doing more of that.
There were more people home, and you didn't have cell phones or the internet, but still, it seems crazy to me now.
And everything didn't cost an arm and a leg, so there's that.
Lisa's just said no seatbelts. Yeah, that's the way it was back in the day. No seatbelts.
Right. Joanna said sitting on the wheel well of your dad's pickup truck as he's flying down the highway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is a thing your parents consider normal back in the day that seems crazy now? Dave says, made us do chores and we did not expect an allowance for it. You either did them or you were in trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Brandy says spraying extreme amounts of hairspray at Aquanet.
You know what? Yeah, it's not just that you were spraying a lot of hairspray. It was that it was Aquanet.
Yes.
Which could be used as a spray adhesive.
Seriously. Yeah.
We used to joke that the back wall, the wall opposite side of the mirror in my bathroom growing up, was bulletproof.
Yes.
Because of all the hairspray residue
on there, yeah.
You could just stick something to the wall. Like,
yeah.
I need someone to hold my wallet. Here, wall.
Aquanet will handle it, yeah.
That stuff was wild. All right, we'll keep those answers coming in. Or just chat with us in real time about anything by tapping that chat button on the KFR app.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Take a seat.
Dana and Jess tell bad-behaving celebrities where to go with Have a Seat on 103.3 KFR.
Jennifer Aniston's alleged newfound interest in Ben Affleck may hasten the end of Jennifer Lopez and Ben's relationship. Sources say Jen has had a crush on Ben for years, but the timing was never right. As things pretty openly wind down between J-Lo and Ben, there's a real opportunity for Jen Aniston to make up for lost time with Ben. They've never really been single at the same time, and Jen has been a true blue fan of Ben's for decades. There's a very friendly and flirty open line of communication between them.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are still together?
Yeah, I guess so.
This breakup is
Still-
so long.
Yeah, they've got different houses and everything, and it's still happening.
This breakup is so long that Ross and Rachel are getting bored with it. I mean, everyone involved, have a seat.
I agree. Not the lady who had her marriage breaking up by another woman flirting with her man, coming for another woman's man. I don't think third time is the charm with another Jen, so have a seat.
All right, let's be honest, though. I don't think Jennifer Aniston is breaking up this happy couple.
Very true. But still,
mean,
you're not, if
what
you're
a
not
wreck.
completely divorced yet, what are you doing? Flirting and, trying to start something else. You don't need to start something else. You need to have a seat.
I think Ben knows what to do. In order to make a clean break, he's going to have to film a movie with J-Lo. That's what killed it
That's
last
it.
time. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality. Southwest Michigan's #1 hit music station, 103.3 KFR. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Dana and Jess on a Wednesday morning. It's time for Wednesday Wisdom. Gonna drop some scary knowledge on you.
No.
There is a fault line called the New Madrid Fault.
Mm-hmm.
It stretches approximately 120 miles through Arkansas up to Missouri. Most of it is under the Mississippi River. It crosses the river, I think, 3 or 4 times. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is scientists have been very focused on this fault line. It has a very dangerous history, first of all. This fault line created a series of earthquakes back in the early 1800s.
Wow.
That lasted for at least 3 months.
Oh my gosh, you don't even
3
think about
months
earthquakes.
of shaking. And you may be thinking, they must just be small. 3 of the earthquakes in the series of earthquakes were over an 8 on the Richter scale.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine that.
That blows my mind. Because
So then there were just aftershocks for a long time. Okay, so they ranged from an 8.3 to an 8.7. So the lowest was an 8.3, the highest was an 8.7. And this happened in the winter of 1811/1812. For months they experienced it. You could feel it all the way to the East Coast. There was structural damage all the way to Ohio.
That's crazy.
And the reason why we bring this up is scientists are worried that it's getting to be about that time. They're saying sometime in the next 50 years, there is a 25 to 40% chance of a magnitude 6 earthquake, which probably wouldn't affect us here in Southwest Michigan. But there is a 10% likelihood that it could be up to an 8 on the Richter scale. And they're saying, okay, there are a couple of different groups of people. There are the extreme people that are saying this could lead to Lake Michigan flooding Southwest Michigan. But then there are other scientists that are saying you'll feel it in Southwest Michigan, maybe experience minor damage, but it won't be as serious as a flood.
Okay.
But still, that's how all the way from the southern tip of Missouri
Exactly.
all the way up to Michigan.
That is massive.
That is massive. But you can get the full story at 103.3 KFR's app or WKFR.com. This is crazy interesting. And the fact that this fault line lies under the Mississippi River causes other issues too. By the way, in the 1800s when this happened, it created new waterfalls. It even changed the direction of the river
My gosh.
for a couple of months.
Well, I can imagine.
Changed the direction.
When it's, like you said, at those that range between 8.3 and whatever
And
it was.
8.7.
Like, that is crazy.
And months of aftershocks, no one could ever feel comfortable.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. Yeah. Usually these kind of stories do not give me anxiety of any kind.
That's how I feel too, right?
This was just like, if you can't count on the ground to be still,
Yeah.
what can you count on?
Yeah.
Again, full story on the KFR app.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
The 103.3 KFR Facebook Friend of the Day.
Like the 103.3 KFR Facebook page, interact with us in some form, and you might be the Facebook Friend of the Day, like
Tally Cook.
It's a 4 words with Lauren Gordon from our afternoon host, Lauren Gordon. Describe construction season in Michigan using only 4 words, and that's when Tally said this.
Not family-friendly words.
Oh, so that's... So Tally's actually describing the words that would be describing the construction season. Listen, Tally, there's no one that disagrees with you. However, this is all we have.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
And what we have is nothing at all. So congratulations,
Yay.
Tally. Honestly, though, thank you so much for being a part of the KFR Facebook page. And now for being a part of the show, you are today's KFR Facebook Friend of the Day. And you have a cool name.
Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become
103.3 KFR, good morning.
Good morning.
Dana and Jess here, but it is time for us to go.
That's right. But don't forget, we are flying you away to see Billie Eilish.
Oh my God, you and a guest could be flying to Los Angeles. The show's in December, so you can get out of this Michigan weather.
Yes.
Hotel stay covered. airfare for 2 covered, $500 spending cash. Oh, yeah, and Billie Eilish live right in front of your face.
Incredible.
So good luck. If you haven't registered yet, do so now on the 103.3 KFR app. Let's see, coming up on the show tomorrow, Dog Days!
Yes, our favorite.
So that's going to be at 7:30 tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss it with Katie Timber from the SPCA of Southwest Michigan. But for now, we are leaving.
Bye.
Have a great day, and please be nice to people.
If you missed Dana and Jess in the morning, we got you covered. The 103.3 KFR Morning Show can be streamed and downloaded wherever you get your podcast. Dana and Jess in the morning on 103.3 KFR is powered by Fab Face and Body, a full-service med spa where beauty meets technology and dreams become reality.
Save big money on your next painting project. Menards carries Purdy paintbrushes, roller covers, trays, and paint kits to help you get the job done right. Purdy brushes are handcrafted in the USA and are the #1 brand preferred by professionals. Save big on Purdy painting tools at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction according to J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.